This is the SnP Show, an MMA show like no other. Your hosts, Syndee and Poetrynmotion, bring you great interviews with fighters from around the MMA world and insight on upcoming fights. It's time to get into the cage with the SnP Show on NBC Sports Radio 890. Ready? Fight!
We are back. Thank you for tuning in to NBC Sports Radio 890 and NBC890.com. We have our special guests on the line. We are stoked to welcome Invicta FC President Shannon Knapp onto the SnP Show as we are making our debut. Invicta is making theirs on UFC Fight Pass for their 8th event this Saturday. Powered by Bo Dad's Beach House and Grill. Thank you for taking the time out to be with us, Shannon. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. I'm excited about the event, and congratulations on your new show.
Well, thank you so much. Again, thank you for taking the time. I know it's crazy there, Poetry. I know you want to speak right now.
Oh, I was. You know, I'm not afraid this time, Shannon, and thank you for coming back.
Oh, it's always fun. It's a pleasure to be on the show.
It was good times. Good times.
What is going on around you right now? I know it's probably crazy as everything is getting ready for the event this Saturday.
Well, if you want to know the truth, right now I'm in the office in a back room with the doors shut while, some of the athletes are in the office with some of the staff. So I'm hiding out so it's quiet and, I can focus and you guys can hear me. So, but there's a lot of energy and it's really exciting, here at the host hotel. Everybody's pumped up and ready to roll.
Oh, we are pumped up. I cannot wait for anything.
I know. We're not even there. We just know people that are there. I have to tell you, since you came on the show last time and told Poetry about you and Rampage.
Oh, sparring.
Yeah, sparring. And you had kind of put him in the corner last time. He got really intimidated.
Yeah.
And he tells each Invicta fighter that comes on that we talk to, he has to tell each fighter that story on how you intimidated him.
Yeah. It worked, Shannon, because, I was getting...
Did it work?
Yeah, it worked. I was getting text from 313, that's in Detroit, and they asked me, they said, Poetry, what happened? Shannon Knapp put you in the corner. And it's like, yeah. So I've been training, Shannon. I've been training. I know you're competitive. So I think I'm ready. This time I'm out of the corner.
You think, or are you sure? You should never doubt when you get ready to engage.
Own it. Own it. Confidence. Come on.
Well, see, I have to go back to my playbook.
See, he's stuttering again.
Yeah, see, it's just that.
I just backed you in the corner again, dude. Come on.
Not quite. I'm not quite. I'm just kind of circling a little bit.
Well, we are.
I get you.
We are stoked for Invicta FC8 tomorrow night on UFC Fight Pass. How hard was the decision to go to Fight Pass with, I know you had other offers as well on the table, or was it a no-brainer? You were going.
This was just a deal that, really made sense for us. So when it really came down to it, it wasn't that hard. It was offering everything that I was looking for in a partnership, and it offered, the ability to get, have a solid platform and to get, the show out for all the fans to see. And that's always really extremely important to us. One of the big things is every athlete, I've worked in the sport for so many years, every athlete that I've ever met aspires to fight in the UFC. It's the biggest show in the world. And to be able to provide an opportunity that my female athletes get to compete on the same platform as UFC athletes, I think that's amazing. And I think for a lot of them, to be, kind of connected like that, it's a dream come true on a lot of levels, but it's still their own home.
Exactly.
So, yeah, the decision was definitely based on what was good for my athletes and for the fans and, for the company. Overall, I think it was just the best thing for us.
Oh, I totally agree. And now, speaking of Invicta FC8, I know that this card, you guys are making history, plus this card is loaded. We're talking about 2 title fights. From top to bottom, it's hard to pick.
The 155-pound division.
Oh, yes. It's hard to pick what's your favorite. I'm just super ecstatic. I'm in super fan mode.
No, so am I. Speaking of the 155-pound division, though, are you going to be expanding that at all? Are you going to maybe a title in the future?
No, I've talked about it for, a good year about adding that division. So this is that first step. to adding that division in, here at Invicta. This card has a lot of flavor to it. I've got one fight that I call a statement fight, which is the strawweight title,
right,
which is huge, since all the naysayers when strawweights moved over, from my division over into the UFC, they were like, oh, they're done. And so, so this fight, both of these girls have competed against girls that are in the tough house. They have wins over two. Each of them have wins over two of the girls. And, so that's my statement. And then bringing in the 155-pound division. So, yeah, I like to look at this card with a lot of flavor, and it's kind of what I call a statement card.
Oh,
We're back.
Oh, yes.
It's been so long.
Yeah, no, it has, and so this one kind of, it has some heart in it, coming out and saying, what, we're back, we're strong, we're healthy, and we're going to be delivering, and I think this card is going to be an amazing card.
It will be. Now, I know you remain I won't ask you what your favorite, who you're really looking forward to, because you want to remain impartial to everybody. How hard is that? You know secretly you have girls that you're really looking forward to. How hard is it to be impartial?
And when it comes to that, you just, like, as if you were a parent, I suppose, you just, I am happy for each and every one of them. And if I didn't care about them or, didn't look at them and view them, in that way, they wouldn't be here at Invicta. So, and I definitely look at this is a sport, it's competition, the best person wins that night. And of course, I wish them all well, much success going in there. Are there some fights sometimes on a card that I look and say, oh, I want to see that fight? Yeah, of course, I'm only human. But, to say, I want someone to win or something like that, yeah, no. I mean, I want them all to win. They're all winners to me, and that's why they're here.
Right. Totally understand that. Now, we know that there's talk about the December card, that there's another fight going on in December. Maybe Cyborg will be on that.
Definitely.
That's definitely.
We will have a December card, and Cyborg will be making her 135-pound debut on that card.
Nice.
And I may throw a curveball at you and have another one in between this one and that December card.
That's what I was just going to ask, too. If there was going to be another fight in between, that would be awesome. Amazing. But Shannon, you know what? It was so great to have you on the show. So excited to see this on UFC Fight Pass on Saturday. Can you tell everybody what time it's going to be on?
Yes, the fights start at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and you know how we our pace is fast. We just get in there and we go. So there is never a dull moment.
Oh, I cannot wait. I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, Shannon, thank you again for taking the time out and joining us tonight. We always enjoy you being on the show, and we cannot wait to see everything going down on Saturday.
Well, thank you, and thank you for all the support. I certainly appreciate it, and you guys have a good night.
Thank you. You also.
You too. Thank you so much.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.